To kick us off, here's Justin Rohrwasser. And off we go from Seattle. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Charles, you talk about this defense. They're in for a tough test, playing a team working on a 3-game win streak. But their head coach very confident in his guys' chances when he spoke to the media earlier this week.
I'd call him brimming with confidence, and he should be. Because if that's what he needs to do to fire up his guys, he should do so. And he's telling everybody, we've got a locker room full of guys ready to step up. And he's making sure that he believes it so that he hopes that his players will as well.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They run it with Carson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Pryor. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They run the counter. Carson. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Pryor. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Pryor. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On first down, it's Carson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. This defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Operating from the gun, Pryor. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. On third down, here's Jones. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down now, it's Henderson.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Pryor. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Pryor. That's taken in by Henderson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, a give to Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. On second down, back to Henderson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Pryor. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. On the counter, here's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Packers.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and score. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Rodgers' throw complete here to Ayuk. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're a touchdown.
Robert Tonyan, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after here coming up. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7. Seahawks.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Looking to throw. Pryor. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Pryor, and his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 18-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. This one swung out here to Jones. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14, Seahawks nothing. Justin Rohrwasser sent to kickoff.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10. And they're on 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Pryor. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Pryor. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run again with Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pryor. This is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. It's a big play that time for the Packers. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let it.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On third down, Pryor. And that will be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
He's picked off just shy of midfield. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones, not one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you'd call a downhill runner, and he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 28-0. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Pryor. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
Watch 9, watch 9.
From the gun, Pryor. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw, Pryor. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Henderson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Throwing on 1st down, Pryor. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now this throw caught left side. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Looking to throw. Pryor. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, right there, 54, right there, 50.
Back to throw. Pryor. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Seahawks 7. Michael Dixon. send the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
102 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they